Tonight on the Maritime Beer Report, bad news for the Great Canadian Beer Expo, 2 new beers in New Brunswick, 2 new beers in Nova Scotia, and tons of interesting events happening around Halifax. Hello and welcome to the January 10th edition of the Maritime Beer Report. CBC reported this week that the Great Canadian Beer Expo is cancelled. From CBC.com, the Nova Scotia installment of a beer tasting event has been cancelled just one day after CBC ran a story about how the organizers was selling unauthorized tickets. Due to unforeseen circumstances, the Great Canadian Beer Expo has been postponed at this time, reads an email sent to a maritime brewery set to take part in the event. Because we are unable to set new dates, we will be issuing full refunds to all participants. The refund process has already begun and will be completed by January 31st, 2014. The email is signed by the GCBE team. Credit for breaking this story and alerting CBC goes to a group of guys over at Brewnosers forum. Way to go, guys. Unfortunate turn of events. I heard some people are already getting their refunds, so look into it as soon as possible. I would like to mention that there are several beer fests that have been approved and have been around for at least 1 year, if not longer, so you shouldn't have any reservations about supporting them. Big Tide Brewing Company is brewing a bourbon stock ale. It is a stock ale that is known as a winter warmer or strong ale. It's estimated to be around 8% ABV and 50 IBUs, and should be ready around the week of the 20th in the pub and in growlers. Pump House Brewery has a new beer called Pompier Avant-Garde from the Facebook. The style is Bière de Garde and brewed in the style of northern France. Bière de Garde, or beer to keep, is a traditional French farmhouse beer. Our deep chestnut brown ale is brewed with crystal malt, Cara Dark, and good Canadian 2-row malt. Brewmaster Glenn lightly hops his ale with his own combination of 3 distinctive hops. Fruity esters are evident, and despite the 7% ABV, there is no noticeable alcohol taste. PEI Brewing Company is introducing a new Father's 2014 commemorative 4-pack. The new 4-pack will be shipped to PEI New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. The 4 types of beer included in the pack are their blueberry ale named 1864, their Coles Cream Ale, branded Premier George Coles, their signature Sir John A. Honey Wheat Ale, and Colonel John Hamilton Grey, representing their brown ale. Bad Apple Brewhouse has announced their next beer already. Black and Tackle will be available tomorrow at the Brewhouse. It's a Russian Imperial Stout that comes in at about 9% ABV, and as they put it, it will definitely help with the winter chills. Big Spruce will be releasing a brand new beer at the Craft Beer and Local Food Celebration next Thursday. Tim's Dirty, an American IPA. This was the winning recipe for the winner of the first annual Big Spruce Homebrew Challenge, Tim Gregory. Hell Bay Brewing Company released that its English ale is coming to a participating NSLC near you by the end of the month. Good news for Nova Scotians. Rock Bottom Brew Pub has set a date for their first beer dinner. It'll be January 27th at 6 p.m. 3 courses of food paired with 3 beers. It'll be $30 plus taxes and gratuities, and the menu is now on Facebook. Rogue's Roost is having their second Brewmaster Meet Your Brewmaster Monday event on the 13th, with one scheduled for the 27th as well. Busy night that night. Ticket information will be posted next week, and I'll try to pass it along here, but you can check their Twitter for any details. The Stubborn Goat has announced their first Cask Friday to go today. Well, it's a little late now, but it was at 4 o'clock. They're going to have a firkin of Garrison Winter Warmer and a pin of Garrison Spruce Beer. It started at 4 and it goes until it's gone. I'll report the new Cask Fridays as I get the information. Stillwell Beer Bar has released the details on its tap takeover featuring Boxing Rock Brewing and Big Spruce Brewing on January 18th. $10 gets you a glass to take home and a drink ticket. The event starts at noon and runs until 5 p.m. Featuring from Boxing Rock, Many Hands Pale Ale, a collaboration with Bridge Brewing, Hunky Dory Pale Ale, Temptation Red, Crafty Jack English Brown, U889 Russian Imperial Stout, and Vickers Cross Double IPA. From Big Spruce, we're going to have Tim's Dirty American IPA, Black Oak Conundrum, Left Breton Organic Conspiracy Imperial IPA. It's a collab with Cranog, Regatta Red, Bitter Gitter India India Black IPA, Kitchen Party Pale Ale, and Serial Killer Oatmeal Stout. In addition, cask ales from both breweries. Tickets is at the bar, and for information you can email them at tix@barstillwell.com. And that's all I have for this week. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, enjoy responsibly.